So Father Jondel and Father Lacordaire entered the province with his 4 other diocesan and priests from France. But they come with the idea of redeeming the order, of transforming it, giving it new life. And I think that's a little bit presumptuous. I think that when you come to the order, you're formed by the order. But this worked out very well. In fact, even when Father Jondel then became the Master General of our order, it said when Father Jondel took the helm, this is much later, the helm of the Dominican Order, the spiritual life of the order had dried up, and his ministry was almost non-existent. And then he went to St. Raymond of Capua's plan way back in when he was Master General, and he called on each province to found one priory where the constitutions could be lived. There would be regular observance in choir, observance of the fasts and abstinence, that woolen habit, the heavy woolen habit that I have on now of Father Lacordaire's time and Father Jondel's time, and he began the reform. But there also were setbacks for Father Jondel as our Master General later on. Of course, as the unification of Italy progressed, the Italian government closed the religious houses in 1854, 1867, 1866, and 1873. All but Lombardy and Rome lost their provincial rights. In the General Catalogue of 1878, only 114 of the Italian houses still function. This was a loss of 380 since the end of the 17th century. 37 had fewer than 4 inhabitants. And as noted earlier, some of the Spanish-American provinces became extinct during the term of Jondel because of the revolutions and the secular governments of Latin America. Also, from 1844 to 1876, the order declined in membership from 4,562 to 3,474, its lowest number since the 13th century. So we were just going down. But what happened? There was a massacre of Dominicans in Spain, and there were 2 Dominicans in the province of Aragon, young people, and as I mentioned, Father Francisco Sadoc Villarasa and Father Jose Sadoc Alamini. And the Master General sent them then to La Cuerza, and of course they imbued all the spirit of Jondel and Lacordaire. Now, it did seem to me, though, that both Jondel and Lacordaire in this reformation of the order did tend to have a little bit, Jondel more all the life in the cloister and the strictness, and Lacordaire maybe a little bit more in the world with the ministry. So, but that's a tension for all of us Dominicans. On one hand, our life is in the cloister, and the other hand, our life is in the world. So it'd be so much easier to be a Trappist priest, a monk in the monastery, or a diocesan priest in the world. But for us Dominicans, we have one foot in the cloister and one foot in the world, and that's never resolved for us in our province until we're all buried together in the Benicia Cemetery.
I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. Please like, subscribe, comment, interact with us. Together here at St. Dominic's, we want to continue to radiate the joy of the gospel in the heart of the city. Shine with the Lord's love. Amen. Amen.